going on there, guys? We back with another one, and we got to talk about Adam Silver, the reactions coming from around the NBA and sports media in regards to Ja Morant's upcoming suspension. Adam Silver has sounded annoyed the last few times he talked about it, and I think it bothered him even more yesterday that it was taking some of the attention away from the NBA Finals themselves. So we're going to take a look at what Jay Williams and, Brian Windhorst had to say about it today. All you keep hearing is the sports media and players say they've never heard Adam Silver talk like this. Check it out.
I want to see y'all when I say this. I want to see y'all. I want to be on the screen with y'all. I want y'all to be open-minded with me on this because I'm not dishing it out there for a hot take. I'm actually being real and I'm being honest and serious right now. Ja Morant, if he can't change, my thing is the guy is so box office. Hell, his shoes sold out within less than, I believe, 48 hours or a day when they drop. So, guys, the kids still love him. He's a generational talent. I believe he still is going to be in the league for a very, very, very long time. But if another incident like this happened, and the way that it has transpired, back-to-back incidents, I'm ready to say right now that I think Ja Morant, it might be best for him to actually get out of Memphis and go to a different organization for his own well-being. Because you think about certain situations, like we know what the Memphis culture is like. Hell, I was about to go to Memphis. We know, like if you in the African American community, you know about the rap songs, you know about Young Dolph, you know about Yo Gotti, you know about Finesse Two Times, you know about all these rappers, and you know about the culture and everything that's going on in Memphis. Hell, you see them sitting courtside, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying for Ja Morant, in my opinion, I actually think it would be better for him in another city, on another team, having another change of scenery where he could actually lock in on the game of basketball and actually lock in on his family. That's just my opinion.
In terms of the timing, we've uncovered a fair amount of additional information. I think since I was still asked about the situation, I would say we probably could have brought it to a head now, but we made the decision, and I believe the Players Association agrees with us, that it would be unfair to these players and these teams in the middle of this series to announce the results of that investigation. And given that we're, of course, in the off season, he has now been suspended by the Memphis Grizzlies indefinitely, and so nothing would have changed anyway in the next few weeks. It seemed better to park that at the moment, at least any public announcement. And my sense now is that shortly after the conclusion of the finals, we will announce the outcome of that investigation.
Did y'all catch that? Adam Silver said we uncovered some new stuff. We already knew about the other incidents. But if something else on top of this has come to the surface, Ja may get the year, y'all. Let's continue.
Okay, there's a lot to unpack here. Obviously, the fact that they're going to make the announcement after the conclusion of the NBA Finals, which is a different topic all within itself, because it leads me to wonder what he actually means and why he would do it after the NBA Finals. But I want you to listen to the main part of what Adam Silver said that is the most important part of his entire speech. Run it back, Yates.
In terms of the timing, we've uncovered a fair amount of additional information. I think since I was still asked about the situation.
A fair amount of additional information.
Yo, I promise y'all, I didn't know Jay Williams was going to say that before I said that last piece I said, but I caught that too. Straight up and down. This is my first time going through it with you guys. So Jay Williams said that, and that's the thing I caught too. So Jay Williams about to expound on that. Check it out.
That's the most concerning. What does that mean, Key? Because look, I've known Adam for a long time. Adam will go out of his way to help players. Just look at the history. Everything that's happened with Donald Sterling, Look at the way he rallied around the league. Everything that's happened with Robert Sarver in the Phoenix Suns, he's rallied around the league. He's been player-centric, and he's also been known to be more lenient, way more than David Stern has ever been. So when I'm hearing Adam delay whatever the announcement is, not to bring further attention, understanding his history. Also, Adam is great at parsing his words. He's a lawyer, so he's so descriptive. When I hear a fair amount of additional information, I get even more concerned for Ja Morant.
In other words, he would normally say things in a way that would be hard to read.
Yes.
But there must be so much there that even Adam Silver speak, it spills out and it doesn't sound good.
The thing there, though, Jay, when he has a fair amount of information that doesn't want to disclose at this point in time, and he doesn't want to hijack the finals and bring attention to the situation, I wonder why he would even bring it up, even though he was asked a question. It's very simple. As smart as he is and articulate and everything else as a lawyer, you would think that he would pivot and say simple, we haven't made any determinations on moving forward, and leave it at that, opposed to there's more information. Because now all of a sudden, the people of the world that want to know, the Jay Wills, the Max Kellermans, they want to know. What is it? Now you're dealing with this for the next, week and a half or so, right? What is it? What is it? Every single day, what is it? Reading the newspaper clips. Do we have any more information? So to me, that is kind of taking away from the finals and shining more light onto Ja's situation.
Hey, you know what, Keyshawn Johnson? I didn't think about that. But him being a lawyer, him being as smart and articulate as he is, and he has to step out and deliver these speeches to represent the entire league, not only here, just around the world. He knew to just say, we're not discussing that today, or I'll have an answer for you at a later date. We're here to talk about the finals. Any of those answers would have sufficed. But the fact that he put one foot in, put one arm in, and said, we've uncovered more. I could suspend him now if I wanted to, but we're going to wait after the finals. That does shed more light, and it heightens the curiosity of all of the NBA fans around the world, especially around the U.S., that's looking at what's going on with Ja. So we watching this finals, and some people that just want to know, they're looking forward to the conclusion of these finals so that we can find out what's going on with Ja.
Because people want to know. So if you would have simply stepped to the podium and said, hey, right now there's nothing further to report, whether it's a lie or whatever you want to call it, I just, that stuck to me right there.
Well, Key, I go back to what I originally said when when the first incident occurred. I said I thought the NBA missed the mark on the opportunity there for Ja to really take accountability. And I think this is the NBA saying, almost like a parent, Key, I've told you multiple times. We've had series of conversations. Because, Key, typically I would agree with you on this one. But I think the additional information combined with the multitude of talks has led Adam ultimately to the point where it's like, I can't save you anymore.
But it's not save. It's not.
I'm not save. Save is the wrong word, Key. Save is don't get hung up on the word. I can't. If it's protect, I don't know what the word is I'm searching for right now.
Help.
But I can't help.
I can't.
You have to help yourself.
I think they're getting hung up on words, but I think they're essentially saying the same thing, that the hammer is about to come down. Keyshawn just saying that Adam Silver is saying it a little more overt than people giving him credit for. And Jay Williams is saying, like, he's waiting after the finals to say something, but he really did say something. So I think they disagreeing about how it's being done, but not what's being done. We all know this is about to be a crazy suspension. And it looks like, just hearing his words last night, sounds like it may be bigger than Gilbert Arenas' suspension.
When you heard what Adam Silver said yesterday, what was your reaction? I've never heard anything like it. It was very unusual for him to basically say, I know what I'm going to do, but I'm not going to announce it now. And the second part is that he brought up that he's working alongside the Players Association in this. He's obviously bringing them along side by side. Trust me, typically the Players Association isn't there, as the discipline is being decided on and doled out. So this is a situation that is wide ranging. And quite frankly, the indication here is that this is going to be a significant suspension. This is not the tone and the tenor and the fact that the Players Association is involved does not indicate this is going to be something similar to what we've seen before. And I also think that Adam Silver is expecting for there to be a lot of reaction to what he does. He doesn't want it to be a storyline during the finals. So take all of that under advisement as you consider what's headed for Ja Morant.
Now I want to say this. I feel like Adam Silver is learning a valuable lesson right now too. You remember during the bubble, during the social justice and all of that, like the protests, Adam Silver was doing pretty much everything the players wanted. And I'm not saying that it wasn't a great gesture that he showed appreciation to the cause that they were fighting for at the time. I think it was, it showed a commissioner with an ear to listen. I'm just saying that when you do, you can't do that with all things. And I feel like Adam Silver was just too lenient, and his leniency will create more issues like this going forward if he don't jump on it right now. So I think the suspension Ja is gonna get is gonna be compounded because Adam Silver knows he's viewed like this anyway. If that make any sense to y'all, like, he has to draw his line in the sand. People don't know exactly where his line in the sand is. Like, people know I get this amount of texts, I get these suspensions. Kind of like self-governing type of penalties that's already in writing. But when it comes to Adam Silver making his decision about a suspension, I think players feel like, oh, if it's up to commish, then, oh, that's my boy, that's my homeboy. They treat him more like that, whereas he kind of needs to be more like that parent in this relationship, for lack of a better word. And I ain't saying he they daddy or nothing like that. I'm just saying, like, he's the person of authority. He's the figure of authority in the, in the pecking order and the hierarchy of how the league is ran. So he has to suspend Ja. So if Ja was to get 30 games, he might get 60 games, just for Adam Silver to establish his line in the sand and, flex his power a little bit to show that, yeah, I'm a players commissioner, but when it's time to drop that hammer down, I'll do that too. So I feel like he's learning a lot in this, and how he handles it is going to go a long way into how incidents like this progress in the future. Because I wonder, is Ja going to lose pay? Because like a lot of this stuff is written up in contracts, man. So I don't know. I want to know what you guys think about this in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace.